Okay, so this is the rocket engine. This is actually the unused Apollo rocket that they didn't use. And that shows you how big the engine thrusts are. And there are 5 of them. Look at how big these things are. These are the Apollo engine, Saturn V engines. I mean, they're the size of a bus. And this is the stage 1. This is just stage 1, okay? You see that? It goes all the way down to there, and then that's stage 2. David, where are you? Okay, let's do this real quick and we'll come back. Okay, so stage 1 goes all the way down here. All right. Goes all the way down here. This is stage 1. This is just stage 1. This is to get them in orbit, basically. Now, this is the part my sons don't believe, but that's okay. They can live in their fantasy world. I don't. Okay, so this is the end of stage 1. And this is stage 2, and that has 5 engines. Check the size of that thing is. Oh, now they didn't have this when I first came here back in 1980. Okay. And this is what got it into orbit, and that is stage 2. That's stage 2. All right. Okay, so then this would drop off, and then you have this is basically this is where everything was encompassed. You had your lunar module, you had your module, and so everything was in this section right here that went almost to the moon. Then this part would drop off, and then you'd have the lunar lander that was right there was inside of here, this part right here. And so this is what landed on the moon. So the lunar lander, which is that part right there, that was in this area right here. Okay, and then your command module was all the way up in the front. And then the command module and that safety, see that safety thing right? That, in case they had a problem with the launch, that would shoot off. And then your command module would flip around and attach to the lunar lander. And those would go all the way to the moon, and then the lunar lander would decouple from the command module, and then the lunar lander would land on the moon. Now, this is what my sons don't believe we did. They don't believe we went to the moon. And they are millennials. Most millennials don't believe that we went to the moon because they are idiots. And I've got 2 of them. And that's the lunar lander. That's what landed on the moon. That's how big it was. And it was in that area right there. See that section of that's where it was kept, right there. And then this would come out.
I had to cash the card ATM.
I know you need to get you need a credit card. So that is the entire rocket. You start all the way here, and then that's the gantry train at the top of the where the rocket stood. That thing right there. So that's the whole rocket from the tip all the way to the end. That is the Apollo rocket. And that's basically was Apollo 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 15.